Hello everyone, this is the Visual Sector, and happy Valentine's Day to all who are alone or have couples out there, and of course hope you all have a good rest of your night. This is just going to be just a random stream. I don't intend on doing streams like this often, but since it is Valentine's Day, I wanted to wish everyone who is subscribed a happy Valentine's Day, those who aren't subscribed a happy Valentine's Day, and I hope this day will be the best day of your lives. And I'm also joined by Sakurasuki as well. Say hello.
Hello.
So, yes, I'm kind of doing something random this time because I do not care. Uh, Mainly because I like autotune and it's just fun. It's just fun to muck with. And I might end up interchanging just some my voice around here and there just to kind of make it even more interesting. So, so with this stream, it may be Valentine's Day, but we're just going to talk about some random stuff because it's going to be funny.
Random conversation. It's glorious.
Yes. So, Sakura, the other night, I don't know if I told you this, but Otis was a real asshole. Alright, he was a real asshole. So,
Oh.
oh, excuse me. Before I went to bed last night, I was giving him some petings and he just gave me that look of like, you better shut up before I friggin' attack you. But I was petting him, and then he decides to start biting my hand in multiple places. He scratches my arm up pretty good, like a friggin' asshole. So I grabbed him by his scruff twice just to get him to stop, and he did. Then I picked him up, put him on the floor, kinda just picked him up, held him like a baby, and then just let him go. So he kinda just jumped out of my arms, and so he's being an adorable little shit right now, just cleaning himself. But he's just chilling. Uh, but I've just been thinking of a lot of things. I did actually find out some good news uh,
That's
about that
good.
truck I've been telling you about.
Yeah.
I won't have to pay much for insurance. I think like 51
Mm.
bucks a month
Yeah, that's good.
because my mom's put me on her insurance. But, you know, I'm thankful. And of course, I made sure I wished my mama a happy Valentine's Day, and I wished my grandmother a happy Valentine's Day, and had dinner with her. Made some of the I don't know, some beef and vegetable soup. So you know, it's quite interesting. It's really good. I still have some because I took some home. She let me bring some home since she doesn't eat a whole lot, and it was quite a lot that we made. And of course, with her, I also had like an ice cream, a chocolate covered ice cream bar. You know, not a sandwich,
Mm-hmm.
just a bar. It's because it's on a stick, like jalapeno on a stick. Jeff Dunham, Jose Jalapeno.
He put me in the vegetable steamer.
No, she didn't buy any. My nana didn't buy any jalapenos. Uh, it would have been sad if he was if I had a jalapeno, I would have called him Jose Jalapeno and I put him on a steak. I have my
Small
own little Jose
children.
Jalapeno. Now I don't
Small
know if Je
children have arrived.
the friggin' fuck. Uh, Ori, why are you so cute?
I won't have to deal with the children until later tonight when I have to bring one of them upstairs.
If Uh,
Ah,
so,
that's
ladies and
nice.
gentlemen, there's, of course, if you're wondering why there's like no game, um, and of course, if you didn't see the community post, there won't really be any streams this weekend, this Saturday with me and Sakura because she has plans for Saturday. I won't get into it because that's her business. I'm just saying that she has some plans. She let me know ahead of time. But next
I
weekend,
have some stuff to take care of.
There we go. That's a better way of putting it.
Oh
But
no.
next Saturday, though, there will be 2 episodes of normal Minecraft with me and her next Saturday. So be on the lookout for that. So we'll have 1 hour, maybe a 1 hour stream.
2 hours in between.
Yeah, it's a 2 hour break, and then we'll pick back up with the next episode, just to kind of pick up where we left off. Ow! Fuck. Otis! All I'm trying to do is love on you, bud. Why are you?
Please
Ow!
lie.
Quit
Mm.
eating me! You quit eating. Don't you paw? Don't you claw my nose, you little shite. I bet it's funny with me sounding like I'm in a jet, huh? Well, how about we get to some evil stuff? Feel the wrath of Odin.
And I don't hear anything on my end for it, so
Oh, my kitty. My kitty. Okay, good boys. Daddy loves you. Yes, I call myself. Ah, never mind. Oh, hey, quit being
oh
a jerk.
shit.
You close that mouth of yours. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Uh, don't ask. Uh, I enjoy being a cat dad because he's the only cat I got.
I enjoy being a cat mom, but my cat doesn't seem to want to enjoy me, so fun.
If only I knew how to play guitar. I do plan on learning to play guitar. Uh, it just could take time.
I have a guitar.
What type?
Wooden.
You got there's acoustic, you got bass, you got electric, you got
It's an acoustic guitar. It's a wooden guitar
okay,
that has
mine's a an actual Spanish acoustic, which I do not remember how good the strings are for. Shit.
And as we talk, I'm actually working on a project that I'm not going to announce because it is secret to public.
It is secret to the public ears and eyes until it is ready.
Well, minus my server and a couple of friends.
Like me.
Yes.
And I believe I know exactly what you were talking about.
Yes.
Uh, but you know, I can always just change out the voice at any given time. And if any of you are actually wanting to know what it is, let me actually.
Ew.
I heard that. Uh,
The
that was gross. Uh,
and it was a noise that came out of my mouth and not the other end. So, you
it
know
sounded
what?
like it didn't come out of your mouth.
Ew.
I heard that.
It did
Uh,
come out of my mouth, so you could shove it.
hardy har har. Uh, oh,
And it
turns out
was
that
a
voice
noise
mod
that came out of my mouth and not
is
the
not
other
actually
end.
functioning through
So,
stream.
you know
It
what?
sounded like it didn't come out of your mouth.
Ooh.
Oh well.
Ooh.
I thought I
It
was
did
using a
come
voice
out of my
changer.
mouth, so you could shove it.
I mean, I could. No. Oh,
And it
turns out
was
that
a
voice
noise
mod
that came out of my mouth and not
is
the
not
other
actually
end.
functioning through
So,
stream.
you
It
know what?
sounded like it didn't come out of your mouth.
Ooh.
Oh well.
Ooh.
I thought I was using a voice changer. The frick?
Do not ask. I am losing my marbles. I actually have a piano.
A piano.
Yeah. Though it's currently on the other side of my room.
Oh yeah, Sakura. The other day while I was at Walmart, I was actually looking into a a new microphone that I can just attach to my PC and then use my headset to hear and then talk into. I've actually been thinking of just hopping on Reddit and just reading some like entitled parent stories because I don't know,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Uh,
I
there's just like
mean, I have a cheap microphone. I say cheap because I got it off of Amazon, so for like a couple of bucks.
hmm, well, I do plan on actually upgrading this headset and getting a mic because I kind of want to get better audio quality.
But the thing is with it is that it hooks up to any place with a headphone jack, and then you can plug like your headphones into it. So the
Yeah,
only thing is that it's small.
yeah, it's kind of the way and how it is with a lot of things these days, and I actually kind of wish for this night I wish I actually had friggin' some wild turkey bourbon. Just kind of get a little
What?
tipsy since I know I'm off of work
Oh,
tomorrow, but
you're talking about. Oh,
getting a little drunk.
my brain was like, that sounds like food. And then you said tipsy, and I'm like, that wouldn't make any sense. What?
Well, I mean, come on. I wish I had it, but I don't because
I
I
mean,
am unable to buy it. A, I'm broke, and B, I'm underage. But you see, I really wish I was 21 because I want to get drunk since I'm so alone. To all my alone friends out there, cheers.
man,
I have some water in a bottle or a cup
I
because,
swear between the both of us, we both have water because I have water nearby.
I'm drinking water from a glass bottle like it's fucking beer. All right? No joke.
Hey,
And I'm just literally walking around
imagination,
my apartment right now.
imagination.
I'm magic.
Though I did send you a photo, giving
No?
you a sneak peek.
Ooh, that's adorable. Uh, man, water.
Hmm?
Good for the hydration. Also good for weight
And
loss too.
some sources say milk.
What if people can't drink milk?
Well, then I guess the only thing I can say here is I'm sorry.
Like what if
Even though I'm
like
not
what
a
if they're lactose intolerant in this case?
I again the only words here is I'm sorry despite the fact that I don't technically have to apologize.
Apologies are unneeded for everything.
I mean, I could say I'm sorry so many times, but what is it gonna do?
It won't do anything. Also, uh,
Exactly.
ladies and gentlemen, I do have something I would like to say. If any of you, and I mean any of you, go through any instances of bullying in school or are cyberbullied from anywhere, go to adults, go to a trusted adult, or go to your friends. Just someone that you trust, and it should be pretty obvious to know if one of your friends are not true friends because, well, they can end up stabbing you in the back in a way that, well, can
Hurts.
hurt you in the process. Because cyberbullying, it's just bad. It's bad, okay? Uh,
Okay.
okay. Um, cyberbullying is like drugs, and drugs are bad, okay? So
Okay.
cyberbullying for so bullying for some through the internet is like a drug to that person. And
Bullying in
with
general is bad and can hurt you and others
bullying is just
in
bad in
more ways.
general, okay? So don't bully anybody. Uh, I don't know if that's on how
Okay.
Mr. Mackey from South Park would actually say it. I'm just trying to do my impression of Mr. Mackey, okay? Okay. So, uh, I mean, it was like that one South Park episode. It's like somebody decided to drop a freaking mud monkey in the urinal. Okay, you know, just just don't do that. Okay, the urinal's supposed to be a place where you go and take a piss. Okay, so but again, cyberbullying can hurt you and others. And if like one of your own friends starts to harass you in any way, like
Tell a teacher or a trusted adult.
even if it's just normal bullying, you either go to a teacher, but if you know your friend to be the person that won't actually bully anybody, you know, it's they could be doing it as a joke, but doing it as a joke or not can still make you question your friendship with them. It can. And with my anxiety, sorry about the stutter, ladies and gentlemen. I've been bullied before for
I've
years in
been
high
too.
school. Well, for years from like sixth grade all the way through high school. But whenever it came to my sophomore year my freshman year, I just kind of stopped giving a fuck about what they had to say. Like some of my bullies, they questioned me like, "Dude, why aren't you reacting to anything we had to say?" I look at him and I go, "Because you're acting like fucking children. We're in high school now, so we got to start acting accordingly." And it's just stupid. It really is stupid.
You, you, if you act like it is bothering you, that's giving them the satisfaction of continuously doing it just to get a reaction out of you
Well said. And
or anyone
and with bullying, I do not condone any type of bullying. All right? I don't like bullying because since I was bullied, I became a bully to certain people, such as family, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that about myself at all.
My
So I
family was my bully.
for a time One of my own family members was a bully to me. That was my own sister. She's younger than me.
All
And
of my siblings are older than me, and yet they're still my bullies.
be lucky that you don't really have any younger siblings.
I do. I have one. He's not a bully, though.
That's why I'm saying be glad that you don't have any siblings that aren't younger siblings that aren't bullies. I mean, come on.
I mean, we mess around, but that's because we're siblings.
Exactly.
And sometimes we just joke around. But I'm talking about more of my older ones that are
They tend to threat.
my bully.
Now, let me. So, ladies and gentlemen, if any of you actually have kids and your kid comes up to tell you that somebody's bullying him or bullying him online, here is one of the key factors of cyberbullying. Here's one thing that cyberbullies tend to do. They tend to, oh, how do I put it? They tend to stalk you online first before they start anything, but then they start going after your family and attacking you as well on the internet. They make up lies about you that aren't true and you know aren't true. I mean, some of
Basically
them,
turning everyone around you.
they're trying to turn people that trust you against you for their own satisfactional gain. They're trying to make themselves to be the victim. All right? And believe it or not, when I bullied people, I made myself the victim. And I did it pretty fucking well. To the point I realized, like, you know what? I'm not going to get anywhere doing this. To be a cyberbully, or a bully in general, you've had to have something happen during your childhood or home life that you're just craving for. You're just craving for the attention that you weren't able to get as a child. I mean, shit. I guess one of the reasons why I became a bully is, yeah, I grew up barely being able to see my father because my parents divorced when I was 8. So to be a child of divorce isn't really fun because I only got to see my father for certain holidays, like not really Halloween. I think I did 1 year for Halloween. I can't remember. But I know during fall break, I was able to see my dad. Christmas, Thanksgiving break. Is Thanksgiving break and fall break the same type of thing, or they just two different breaks? Because I cannot
What?
remember.
Which ones?
Fall break and Thanksgiving break?
I think they're two separate ones.
Okay. But I was able to see my dad. I would alternate the year I would spend Thanksgiving with my mom and my dad. Same thing with Christmas. The breaks I spent with my dad, but it was very rare when I got to see my father. I love my father to death, but there was always something I was missing. And so me being made fun of me not being able to see my dad as often really hurt me. So I started doing something similar to other people. Yeah, there was times I came off as a bit of an asshole after I practically grew up and started to mature. It's like, dude, I don't get why you're still trying to do this. You're trying to make somebody else feel bad for the way on how you feel because that's what you are going through. I mean, shit. Anybody who's a bully, I think what you're really doing is you're just crying for help and or a hug. You just need like a hug or some sort of validation that somebody does care for you. Because I mean, shit. Like there was somebody who was picking on me once. If I remember correctly, I used to play with this guy a couple years back on GTA all the time. This guy was a pretty cool dude. And then he just started saying something. He made fun of my mental illness. And then I said something about his wife. that I didn't really want to have to play a card for. And I started to fight this guy with a crew I was running with on GTA against him and his crew. And it just wasn't doing anybody any good. And then as soon as I left that one crew I was in, because I just needed to get away from it all and I wanted to do my own thing, I was working on my own crew. And my crew goes by in Insidious Lives, but Rockstar Social Club didn't let me put Insidious Devils because that's what my actual crew name is the Insidious Devils. But what my crew was is a safe place for other crews, to join together, kind of as one, but they're all separate crews, and it's for other crews to kind of meet up, you know, forge alliances with one another, making it one big old crew while still being separate crews in the process, and just being a safe place for my members to go in case if something bad happens with one of their crews. Like they have a safe place to talk about it. But I told my members of my crew I have 5 members of my crew, and that's okay. I don't really talk to them much because they're off doing their own thing with their playing their own games that they prefer to play, or they're in a different crew that they're just that they're hanging out with more, or they're just focused on their lives and not really playing as much, just doting most of their time to their family. Like one of my members I had gotten a hold of recently. He's a good man. He uh, he went into remission from cancer, and he's doing good. He was doing good for a while until he lost his job, but he's still kicking. He's still able to provide for his family because he cares about his family very much. A couple and one in this guy and this member of mine, his son's also one of my members, or one of his kids there. I don't know how many kids he has because I don't talk to him a whole bunch, like I said, because he's devoted most of his time to work and family, just trying to get used to being the fact that he's in remission from cancer, and he's just happy to be working again. To my other members, I see them on Call of Duty a whole lot. I used to play a whole lot of Call of Duty, but with this new one, it just practically killed my love for Call of Duty. I still love Call of Duty. It's just Modern Warfare 3, the reboot, is just so sweaty. I feel like I need to be fucking high or fucking taking Adderall just to fucking play. Alright, like I feel like I just need to be drugged up or something like that just to even play it. I can't have fun anymore. Call of Duty used to be fun. I never had the chance when I was a kid to play the other Call of Duties online. Mainly because, well, being a kid, I get upset easily. But you see, I still played all the older CODs. And Call of Duty was one of my main factors. I played a little bit here with those 2 members, but I kind of drifted away from them, just finding new people to play with, hang out with and whatnot. And then, you know, kind of after I started my own crew, I got back in touch with the person that was picking on me, that made fun of my mental illness. And I apologized to him for what I said, and he apologized back for what he said. And what we both said, and we both agreed on it, because yeah, on why we said it, it was in the heat of battle. I am a man of my word, and I say yeah, and I can admit my defeat. On Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Online, he kicked my ass. All right, but on GTA, I had him beat. So on both games, we were both somewhat on the same level of skill. And it was a completely fair fight too. Even if he had the higher ground, it was still a fair fight. We're both men of our word, and we both can admit our own defeats in some areas. And I made amends with this guy. I apologized to his crew as well. And I rarely talk with him because, I'm busy with my own life, Same thing with him. I don't really see him playing GTA or Red Dead a whole lot. I either see him playing Hell Let Loose, which I might actually give a try. It's kind of like Call of Duty, but kind of more tactical, like Insurgency Sandstorm. I don't know. I'd have to talk with him and one of his members about it to see how it's like, or see what it's like, and maybe hop on it. I mean, crap. I've been playing more Rainbow Six Siege, which is pretty fun. It's pretty fun, though it's also sweaty as fuck. But not on Call of Duty levels where, oh yeah, all these bundles are pay to fucking win and having all these fucking meta setups that a lot of people tend to use Cronus Zens for, or and whatnot. But like for PC, I I'd rather play the games I'd rather play. I play on PC, of course, since I stream Minecraft and Minecraft Sky Factory, which is a mod pack for it. And then I sometimes stream on my PlayStation 4. Yeah, it's an older console, but hey, I don't care. I have games that I like on PlayStation, such as God of War, Ratchet and Clank. I mean, shit, I've been playing Dark Cloud again. I technically not really again because I actually haven't beat it once ever in my life. Because every single time I'd get on it, I'd start a new save and not even progress anywhere. Because, well, when I was a kid, I didn't really know how to keep a singular save. I mean, come on. I think all of us gamers out there were like that. Whenever it came to a certain save, we never really worked on the same one. We did constantly start over and over and thought it was just completely fun. Now, I was actually gonna. I did try to install a game since I do play Xbox. I have Game Pass Ultimate. Ooh, excuse me. That soup's coming back up. Trying to. Anyway, but with all that, it's just it's just fun. Take Need for Speed. The first Need for Speed game I played, if I am correct, was Need for Speed Underground. And then I went to Most Wanted from 2005. Also, I gotta plug in my headset and I'm plugged in. There we go. Fixed. Because it was beeping at me telling me to plug it in. But there's a lot of games nowadays that a lot of people tend to play the most because it's not as bad as what the newer games are. Like Need for Speed Unbound, that was the game I tried to install. It just wouldn't load in right. But that's okay. It is. Because, Need for Speed Unbound, every game nowadays has certain requirements for it to function properly. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I wanted to try to stream Unbound because I played it on my Xbox. And it doesn't get good reviews. Yes, I will admit, but I liked it because I chose to like it. You can't really dote on the fact that all these other people don't like it. They don't like it because they didn't like on how it was very similar to Payback. Because I will admit, Unbound had a very, very similar arc to Payback, which Payback was a really good game. But the best games were Need for Speed Underground to Underground 2, Pro Street, Carbon, and Most Wanted. I should say Most Wanted and then Carbon. And I believe Pro Street came out after Carbon. Because on how the whole story with that actually works is that you start off in Underground 1. You're working your way up and whatnot. You beat the final racer. Then you move on to Underground 2, the same ordeal. And then at the end of Underground 2, you go into Rockport City, which is where Need for Speed Most Wanted from 2005 takes place. Like I said, very, very fun game. I've been currently playing it on my PS2. Yes, I am that old. I'm 20 years old. I've had a PlayStation since I was a kid. But the PlayStation I currently have, I actually got from a family member because he moved in with us and he let me have it for a time. He moved in with us for a time, but he let me have it. And I was okay with it because I friggin' love that PS2 to death. I need to actually get back on it and continue playing Underground and Most Wanted again. I might need to see if I could. I need to see if my cousin might actually have some of the older games I used to play. But like hell, even on PlayStation, I might even get back on PlayStation to play on my PlayStation 4 to continue God of War Ragnarok or continue Dark Cloud even. Yeah, with those games, I won't actually be giving commentary because I'm gonna be honest, I don't have a good mic for it. I have a headset for my PlayStation. It's just not the best. And I'd rather have, my viewers, you guys, you know, experience the game for what it is. While with Minecraft Sky Factory or just Minecraft, I'm wanting to give the commentary just to make it funny. That's all it is. Like one of the like it was the second episode while me and Sakurasuki were working on our house. I hit her in the face
No,
twice with
no,
my trident.
killing me in game.
Yes, the second time killed you because you decided to jump into it.
You didn't warn me beforehand, so dang.
Yes, it was my fault because I didn't warn her, but it was still friggin' hilarious as fuck. Um, and I recently posted a
Asshole!
video from one of my other last episodes with Sakurasuki about my cat on how he fell off his cat tree. It was absolutely hilarious. And of course, this stream is just a random thing, just kind of going on, talking about random topics and whatnot. But it's also the Valentine's Day stream because, you know what, fuck it.
And basically to make up for the fact that I will not be streaming with him this weekend.
Yep. I will also, ladies and gentlemen, I might actually make a Sky Factory 3 stream tomorrow. Um, because I'm off because I have something important I got to take care of tomorrow. But that's besides the point. I'm gonna see what I can do. I say might. It's not a definite, but I kind
So
of want
don't
to
mark
stream
it down
tomorrow.
on so don't mark it down on your calendars like it's important.
It's I know
It's really
trying
not.
to dive away from the schedule to make it into a bigger schedule is something I'm wanting to do. But ladies and gentlemen, do not mark it down like I'm actually gonna do it. Don't get your hopes up with it. Because normally Wednesdays are actually my day to just relax and just enjoy myself. Just in this case, enjoy myself. Just do what I want to do for the day, so I can get my energy back up for work the next day. Except for tomorrow this week. That's a completely different story. Also, fun fact here, ladies and gentlemen. Did you actually know that pickle juice is actually very good for you? It can help with heartburn and it can also help with stomach issues because of the vinegar that's within the brining within the brine of the juice. So it can actually help you out if you're having some sour stomach. Drink some pickle juice. Boom, gone.
Fun fact, octopuses have 3 hearts. Also, fun fact,
The shortest tentacle on an
Finn
octopus is their dick. I'm kidding.
didn't really care for that information. And also, fun fact, if you give rabbits carrots, it's too high in sugars, which will make them fat and die.
Actually, I never knew that.
Well, now you do.
To be honest, there's a lot of things I don't really remember from school, and I bet a lot of you do too.
Those those weren't even from school.
It's just certain things I've never heard of that reminds me of fucking school. Okay, don't judge me.
The octopus one is from Finding Dory, and the one about rabbits eating carrots and getting fat off of them and dying was off of a YouTube video of someone who actually owns a rabbit.
Also, did you actually know ferrets are called noodles? Are called fun noodles? I don't know
Yeah,
what
well,
their actual
snakes
nicknames were.
are nope ropes.
Nope ropes or danger noodles.
I hate snakes, so
I like snakes, but then again, I've never held one. I just think they look fucking cool.
I've held a couple in my lifetime.
You're just nope.
I'm not a huge fan.
You're
I'm
like
not a
nope.
huge fan. It's the same situation with spiders. I don't like
Don't
spiders,
get me started
but
about spiders.
I have controlled my fear of spiders because if you really think about it, going up to a spider and just poking it gets them to run away, which is actually really funny to watch. I'm a horrible human being.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you want to know something funny about me as a kid? And Sakura, you can laugh at this too, cause
You're
I do.
afraid of spiders.
Well, I have arachnophobia, yes, or also known
Oh
as the
yeah,
fear of
you
spiders.
told me.
When I was like 5 or 6, um, and if I was out kind of past like 5 or 6, there was always spiders on the little porch to the apartment I lived in with my mama. And my mom would actually have to stand at the door to coax me in because I was always afraid of the spiders that were on their webs, which they were beautiful looking spiders. I can't, like, some had like green abdomen, some had like red, some even looked blue. But I was always afraid of them just coming down off their web and landing on my head, and I just didn't fucking like it. And my mom would actually be standing at the door coaxing me in while I'm bawling my eyes out because I was that scared. um, am I still afraid of spiders? Yes and no. But while my mom was coaxing me through the door to come through the door, she just told me, put your head down and just run. And so that's what I would do. I was that scared shitless of spiders. I say yes and no if I'm still scared of spiders because they do startle me if I see one at the corner of my eye, so I just jump a little bit. But sometimes if I see a spider coming out from somewhere, like it will still startle me, so I'll crush it. But I want to have a tarantula because they look cool. I just, I'm just afraid that if I'm holding said spider, it's A, gonna bite me, regardless if I'm calm and I don't threaten it, or B, that whenever it pounces on its prey, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. So that's just the whole ordeal with me. It's quite an interesting thing. Now, going back to games. There's also a game I was working on. It was a game my mom played when I was a kid. And I remember one day when she tried to boot it up that the disc it didn't want to work. And that disc was in perfect condition. She cleaned it repeatedly. But when I got a closer look at it, I go, I'm gonna say it like any young kid would. I go, Mommy, there's a big old scratch right there. And I would point it out, and then she'd get a closer look. She's like, shit. I remember her saying, like, shit. And the game was called Primal, or Primal, however you want to pronounce it. Because the whole point of that game is you're a woman named Jen who was hit by a car and put into a comatose state and you're taken to a different land based because of the tattoo that she has on her back. With the help, and she has help from a gargoyle named Scree, which he's pretty freaking funny. And Jen has multiple forms based on the area that she's in. So the first form that you unlock is her feral form, or her fairy form, which makes her look like a ram type beast, like a minotaur. Um, but she has gauntlets on her arms that resemble claws, and it's a cool game. And if any of you actually want to see me play it, I just gotta hope and pray that the account on my PlayStation 4 that owns it can still allow me to play it. And if I can, well, we're in luck, because I might actually start playing Primal. Because it looks like a very fun game, and it's a fun game, and from what I've seen, it's actually pretty good. And it will actually get me thinking of puzzles, because it does have some puzzles that you got to figure out. And the mechanics to it are just freaking wonky, so it's fun to play older games that I haven't played in a while. But there was also another game that my mom loved, which was the Prince of Persia. Oh, she was on the final boss for a while, and she was so mad when she couldn't even beat it. Because I think was having a tantrum one day and I broke the disc. My mom was also a big fan of Devil May Cry as well, which I remember one of her boyfriends playing it, and he did not know what to do in Devil May Cry 3 on how to beat the Cerberus boss fight. And it was the easiest thing ever. Whenever you got to him, you just stay back and just blast him with the guns. With Ebony and Ivory, his pistol, with Dante's pistols, Ebony and Ivory. You just shoot one head at a time. Stay with one head, and then, because what you'll do is you'll shoot the ice off, and then run up, and then use the Rebellion sword, and just slice the ever living crap out of the head to destroy it, so on and so forth. And if you're wanting to do extra damage, I think you had the ability to activate your Devil trigger at that time, but I cannot remember because it's been a while since I played Devil May Cry 3, and I had just gotten past that boss fight, which took a good 5 tries. Good 5 tries. I think there's like there's like, I think there were difficulties, and I was on the easy difficulty. Yet that boss was still hard. It's just wacky. Um, of course, my mom was also into God of War. I never played the original God of Wars, except for 3, the remastered version through PS4, which I enjoyed. I will actually not be playing that one on stream because it will actually require me to do certain things that could get me banned on YouTube. But let's just say, in Greek mythology, incest isn't wrong there in Greece. Or in other words, Aphrodite is Kratos' aunt, and so he has to have sex with her. And I don't want to get banned on YouTube because, oh hey, I had to show that. Yeah, maybe out of frame, but you still see two women that were with Aphrodite, you know, get turned on and they're partially nude. Like, they're topless in this case. Hence is why. I would not be playing the original God of Wars on stream. So, fair warning with that. But I like God of War. Because for me, I liked history in school, and I wanted to learn all about it. Like I was head over heels with it. And I was like, okay, yeah, no, history in games is completely different than it is real life. So like, take Assassin's Creed. Those are actual games that are based all around history. But you see, certain characters, especially the characters that you play as, are entirely fictional. But it's based on each game are based on the time period. So like, I'm actually gonna grab one of my games now, Assassin's Creed games, and that is Syndicate. So Syndicate takes place in 1868 London. Alright, you play as the Fry twins, Jacob and Evie. Alright, you can meet up with, oh shoot! Leonardo da Vinci. You got to meet up with Leonardo da Vinci. I think you got to meet, Michelangelo. No, not Mike. That was Assassin's Creed 2 as Ezio Auditore. Uh, can't remember because it's been a while since I played Syndicate and I need to get back into it. Uh, Unity is based in France, Paris. Let's see if I still have the case for it. Ha ha ha, I do. Let me see. Yeah, France, but I'm trying to think of the year. It doesn't say what year. But you play as Arno something. Okay, so yeah, you're in Paris. Still like 1800s-ish. Let's see. Valhalla was based during the Norse times in Norway, and then going into, I believe, England, actually going into the UK. Um, Origins is Egypt, I think, and Odyssey is the Roman Empire. Um, Assassin's Creed 2, of course, is Ezio Auditore. It's taking place in Florence, his hometown. Assassin's Creed 1, can't remember where it takes place. Assassin's Creed 2 is in the US when it's still being fought. Assassin's Creed 3 takes place in the US during the time that it was still forming. Because it takes place before the Civil War and during the Civil War. So it kind of functions in between all of it. Black Flag, I believe you actually get to meet um, Benjamin Franklin. No, that was 2 where you get to meet Benjamin Franklin. And 3. Black Flag slash the DLC Freedom Cry, where you play as Edward Kenway's friend Adewale, his first mate, Kenway's first mate. Ooh, I can't remember where Black Flag was taking place. I know it was taking place towards the true town of Havana and Tortuga, kinda. So I believe kind of like in the Cuban South Central America, I believe. I like I said, I can't remember, but you guys get the point. Oh yeah, like going on to rock games by Rockstar. Like I said, so to be true, I love racing games and I love shooters. All right, mostly FPS, but sometimes third-person shooters are okay as well, such as GTA and Red Dead. But the racing games by Rockstar that I loved were the Midnight Club games. Except for I didn't like Midnight Club 1 or 2, because both of which looked absolutely horrible, but I loved Midnight Club 3 and Midnight Club Los Angeles. Both of those games were fun. I hadn't even beaten Midnight Club Los Angeles yet. I'm working on it. Same thing with Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix. Now, if you guys want to know an interesting thing about me involving some of the games I like, and it's kind of funny, I do like some fighting games like Mortal Kombat. I just don't play the online versions because I'm not that good. I tend to button mash, so that's kind of why I play them alone or against friends if they wanna play, if they know how to play it. So, uh, yeah. Sakura, is there anything you would like to talk about? Sakura. Oh, Sakura. Seems to me like she's knocked the fuck out. Well, she was here for a time and then now she gone. Uh, she okay? No, the call's still going, so I don't know what's going on. But anyway, you know, oh, she's typing to me. Did your headphones die? What? Oh, okay, yeah, to avoid copyright, that's right. Alright, you take your time. Uh, of course, I do play a lot of games. I just need to get out more and touch grass. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I do plan on streaming Elden Ring here soon. A family member is purchasing it for me through Steam on Steam. So I'm actually kind of excited about that. So yay! So be on the lookout for Elden Ring. I might actually play the Convergence mod. No, not the Convergence mod. The Garden of Eyes mod for it. And the Garden of Eyes is a very cool looking mod. It just overhauls it in a lot of ways. From what I've seen is that the developer of the Garden of Eyes mod actually adds enemies or bosses in this case from other like the Dark Souls 1 through 3, Bloodborne, and Sekiro. Actually, I do like to play those type of games. Do not expect me to play Dark Souls Remastered, Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, or Dark Souls 3 because I absolutely suck at it. So, and same thing with Sekiro. Don't ask me to play Sekiro or Bloodborne. Oh my gosh. With Bloodborne, I almost broke my controller. I was so pissed with it. I mean, very, very pissed. Very pissed. So it just kind of, you know. Now, another topic, ladies and gentlemen, I want to touch up with you guys on. Ow, I stubbed my toe. Uh, with some of the things I talk about, it's the reason why I'm doing YouTube is because I always thought it would be cool to be a YouTuber. And I always thought it would be easy. Well, it's not. And if any of you actually have dreams of being a YouTuber, I suggest you go for it. Your channel will not take off right away. It takes time, it takes effort, and it takes luck. I'm being a YouTuber because I look at myself like, okay, I don't want to do like the type of job I'm doing, for the rest of my life. I want to make sure I have something I can do full time and not have to worry about, okay, yeah, am I going to be low on funds? Am I going to even be able to eat? Am I going to have a roof over my head? And I really don't know how YouTube's, monetization system works until I figure it out, until I can reach the goal I need to get to, the goals I need to get to, so I can start making money. And believe me, it's it's hard. I'm collaborating with both Phoenix Ashes Gaming and Sakurasuki. I did have another channel featured on I did have another channel that I collabed with. I don't know if he's still doing YouTube or not, but I'm hoping that he's doing okay because I haven't talked with him in a while, mainly because I've just been focused on my life too much or a lot more to really get a hold of him because I wake up 7:30 in the morning, not 7:30, 6:30 in the morning on the days that I work. I'm dressed by 7:30 to 7:40 and I'm out the door at 8 waiting to be picked up to go to work because I don't drive yet. I will be getting a vehicle here soon, so yay, I'll be able to start driving to work. But that's beside the point. When I wake up, I'm at work from 9 to 3. Sometimes if business picks back up, I'll be going from 9 to 3 to 9 to 4. But afterwards, I'm just so tired, I just don't really think of texting anybody, not even my friends online, because I'm just exhausted and I just want to relax. It's the way how all adults nowadays think of. And YouTube is also not an easy thing to do because it's just as exhausting being a YouTuber. Okay, it's just as exhausting. Being a YouTuber is just as exhausting as working a 9 to 5. All practically every day of the week or 5 days a week. Or if your job requires you to work weekends, you work every day of the week and only have certain holidays off to spend with your family. You only have like that particular day that the holiday actually falls onto off, and then you had to go back into work the next day. Some places do that. For me, I'm lucky enough to even schedule a time to take off to spend with family. Hence, my father. I recently got to visit him for Christmas for the end of 2023 going into this year. And I haven't seen him for 3 years. And it was something I needed. Because when I was working at the job I worked at before where I'm working now, uh, I couldn't even visit him. I didn't even want to visit him. But when I started to want to try to bring things back around with him, try to mend things with him, I wanted to see him. But I was always told, think of work, think of work. Will you be able to pay for your bills? I get that. Even if it's just for a couple days. Because I would want to visit for at least 2 days. Because, I'm an adult. Yeah, there's certain things I need to think of. But not only that, there's just times where people just need a break. So, like, take certain YouTubers that go on hiatus for a while. They don't post. Like, take me. This was actually before I started getting into my schedule. Before I decided, you know what? I want to try to make my YouTube channel work. I want to try to get it to skyrocket, collab with people, other YouTubers. There's like certain YouTubers I want to meet, ask them certain questions, and maybe make some videos with. Take Markiplier. I want to make some fucking videos with Markiplier. Jacksepticeye guy. Sunday.
Peekaboo.
Oh, welcome back. But you see, YouTubers like them, you know, it's kind of hard unless you have a way to get to where they can end up going, like VidCon, which is for YouTube and whatnot. Just kind of meet my fans. Kind of see if I can run into them. Socialize, meet other YouTubers, and I want to do that so I can also kind of help out the people I collab with myself to help raise their channels as well. Kind of help them get up and out there. Like take
I also
Sakurasuki.
apologize. I was away for a while. I was waiting on food.
It's all good. Uh, but ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm collabing with Sakurasuki because she's a very close friend, and I want to help her out. She has more subs than I do, okay? But she is
It
still
has
an awesome
taken me
YouTuber.
up. It has taken me up to 4 years just to reach 89 subscribers.
And I've only been on YouTube since 2016. I've actually had a channel that I don't have access to the email for anymore because, well, the tablet that email is on is broken. So there's that. If I want to fix it, I'd have to get a new battery and a new screen just so I can access that email, try to get that email back so I can have that channel back and change the name of it. Because, I mean, holy shit. I might even keep that old content on there. Just keep it on YouTube. Except for one thing, though, because, well, I used to be very big into Five Nights at Freddy's when I was a kid. So I had the mobile versions of it on that email, and I'm hoping, I say hoping, I can get access to that email again because I have stuff on there that I've actually purchased on there that I kind of want back because it's been a while and there's just things on there that I truly miss and that I kind of want to,
Is that
just.
Freddy Fazbear?
Is that Freddy Fazbear? Or. Okay. I
I said
cannot
it,
even
I was
find
like,
I can't even find that meme I told you about where two dudes walk into the area and there's just the hoarding bug that goes yippee and just gets blasted with the shotgun. It was fucking hilarious. Uh, ladies and gentlemen, one of these days you might end up seeing me play some Lethal Company. Because it seems kind of funny and I want to get a mod just to just to make people freak out. But from what I know is that I also might end up streaming Backrooms. Oh gosh, but I might do that with my cousin, just me and him. So,
the only back rooms I've got are is like something for Minecraft.
oh, is it like a map pack?
Yeah, I bought it and I was like, ooh, this looks interesting. Yeah, it terrifies me. It's like my FNAF games; they terrify me.
Well,
Yes, I have Five Nights at Freddy's 1 through 4 plus Sister Location for my Switch.
dude, I have Five Nights at Freddy's 1 through 4 on my Xbox. I need to get Sister Location.
Dude, I want to get Security Breach for my tab or my Switch.
I have Security Breach, both on
Yeah,
PlayStation and Xbox.
but I need to purchase it through
eShop.
this Nintendo store. Yeah, the Nintendo e-store, or go into wherever they're selling it, which is probably Walmart.
I don't think they have card copies of it. You have to buy it digitally.
My uncle found it for my cousin.
Oh,
Either
well,
that or
fuck
he
me
purchased
sideways. I'm wrong.
either that or he purchased it off of online. to, I don't know.
Let me check. I just want to see if there's like, no. Might get on Google a bit later just to search some things up. Do
But I
some
know
research about things.
my cousin has the little card that goes into the Switch.
Well, time to find out. See if they actually truly have discs for them. Oh, yep, they do. As soon as I was scrolling through before I hit physical video game, boom, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5. Where's Xbox?
Well, I figured it would be for like Xbox and whatnot.
Oh, they also have Help Wanted for Switch as well. Nice.
Yeah, my cousin,
My friend
uh,
Pedro.
um, she had that one on her Switch too, but it was like a library copy, so she couldn't keep it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a fucking shame.
So it turns out yep, you were right. They do have a physical copy of it. Security Breach was a game that did pretty well starting out and then just, well, actually, starting out it just flopped, but then it actually did better. I mean, shit, they made a second Help Wanted game.
Yeah, based off of Security Breach and more sister location.
Hold on.
And to
Well,
be honest,
Help Wanted 2
I
is
want to
based
play
off
it.
of like the after story, kinda the after story to Security Breach leading into the DLC of
Oh,
Security Breach.
Ruin.
Yeah, Ruin. Uh, Ruin, I believe, is actually available now on consoles. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But yeah.
To be honest, I really want to play all of the FNAF games and actually record it.
You know, I might see if I can actually find the Five Nights at Freddy's games on Steam, and if I buy them, I'll stream them. I will
Yeah.
figure a way on how to do it. I do plan on beating the all 7 nights of Five Nights at Freddy's from 1 through Sister Location. I might play Help Wanted 1 and 2, but I'll play those through VR. But
Well, obviously.
I'm also afraid, ladies and gentlemen, that we are out of time for this stream. I know, oh no.
Happy Valentine's Day. Enjoy.
And
If you're
if you're
alone, I'm sorry.
if you're alone, don't be, cause don't feel alone because I'm alone for Thanksgiving. Soccer is lucky enough to not be
Thanksgiving.
alone.
Thanksgiving?
A blooper moment for Valentine's Day, so don't feel.
I'm clipping it.
Oh man. I'm tired. I had a long day. Even though I barely did anything since it was my day off.
It's okay. It's okay.
Ah! Sorry. But if you're new to either of our channels, I will provide a link in the description afterward when I get to it. I gotta go through the other streams that I said I was gonna link Sakura's channel and Phoenix's channel through here. Go check out Sakura, Suki, and Phoenix Ashes Gaming for their content that they make. Sakura is an amazing artist. She does actually have a special project that she's working on that she's getting my help with, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I couldn't remember. And Phoenix, he's also a pretty cool gamer. He likes playing WWE, Fortnite here and there. go check them out, show them some love, and I that would be greatly appreciated. And if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button down below. And if you want to see more streams like this, just talking about some random stuff, I'll figure out like a random screen because I just kind of downloaded the screen that you're seeing since it's Valentine's Day. Just figured out which one was the most interesting thing to go along with it. But if you want to see some more streams where we just talk about some random stuff, let me know down in the comments. And can we try to get the stream to 3 likes? That would be totally awesome, everybody. Um,
Whee!
and I will
FNAF.
actually see you. I will see you all in the next episode of Sky Factory and whatnot. This has been Vigilante Sector, signing off.